Well, this shot's weird, isn't it? Yes, it is, but it's the best you're going to get. Hi, Chris here. In fact, you know what? Oh. Hi, Chris here. I'm recording this whilst on the road. I'm touring. Well, not touring, but I'm away from home doing panto as I record this. But I've bought a couple of toys, so I thought I'd review them. One of them is... oh, just over there. What could it be? Oh, who's in there? You'll find out next time. But one that I did pick up was this little bad boy. This is the Marvel Legends. I don't know which store. I don't know if it's a Target, Walmart. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a Marvel Legends on its own Spider-Man No Way Home figure that is just called Upgraded Suit. It doesn't even have the No Way Home logo on it. Now, if this looks familiar, it's because we have looked at this Spider-Man. This Spider-Man is in my collection already. But it's not. I wish I had my other one for comparison. But it's been redesigned slightly. The design's been tweaked, made more accurate. He's got spare hands and whatnot. The boots are more accurate. He's got a spare head, and more importantly, he's got a Peter Parker portrait head. So that's different. There is no wave that this is a part of, but it's got the same sort of spine designs as the No Way Home figures, which are in the Marvel's Armadillo wave. And the back has just got this big bloody lovely picture of Spider-Man. Here in the United Kingdom, I have only found this so far myself via Smith's Toys. So if you go to Smith's Toys website, check your local store's availability. They might have a upgraded suit Spider-Man. Spider-Man gears up in his upgraded suit to fight evil and protect his neighborhood. So that's a nice picture of the upgraded suit. Yeah, let's if I can get this makeshift tripod to do its thing. Let's this is going to be a disaster. Let's get him open and take a little look at it, shall we? So before we go any further, let's take a quick look at the differences to the original. I don't have the original here with me, so if there are a few others that you know of, let me know in the comments below. The boots. There are black-tipped boots. It's a second sort of lip over the edge, giving them more of a trainer's kind of vibe. I think the spider on the back is actually a bit bigger, but I'd have to have my original here to compare it to. That's just going off memory. One thing that I know is definitely different is the belt. The upgraded suit from the Far From Home figure has sort of more black patches in the belt, whereas here it's got a more traditional Spidey suit kind of structure until you get to the shoulders and then it chickens out. Yeah, okay, so upgraded suit Spider-Man No Way Home edition. Standard articulation as you'd expect. You've got the pivoted ankle, which goes backwards and forwards, and side to side a little bit. No swivel in the calves, but there is double knee joints. You have a swivel in the thigh. Quite restricted movement when it comes to the leg, if you're just going forward like that. But the crotch is flexible enough that if you buckled it, you can kind of get the leg up a bit further. There is a twist in the waist, which is sort of like a one of those bad boys. There is a rib crunch / ab crunch that's sort of disguised by the pattern of the suit. It's not too bad, actually. Though we did see through it then, didn't we? The arms, you've got the sort of what is now standard for Spidey shoulder flex. You can puff out his chest or have his arms barreled forwards if he's swinging or crouching. Be very careful with the shoulders, very stiff. They go outwards and inwards. Be very, very careful with those, my god, because the arms are quite scrawny. Swivel at the top of where the tricep and the bicep meet the shoulder. Double elbow joint for a reasonably double bent movement, double bent over sort of stance. The wrists have a little swivel like that, and you can pop those bad boys out very gently. Replace them with the spare hands, which are your more standard Spidey thwip kind of jobbies. The head is, we're going back to pegs. Going back to bloody pegs. Head pops off. You switch out with one of the other accessories, which is Again, be gentle because it's quite a thin peg joint, this one. Oh my god! Oh, is it going to struggle? I don't want to snap it. My gosh. Like, I know obviously there's collectors watching this going, warm water, but I'm like, yeah, but kids play with these. You should be able to just switch them without there being an issue, for Christ's sake. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Not too shabby. He has got a scrawnier build than the other. Again, I'd have to have them next to each other, but I think they've refined his build to be a lot scrawnier overall. The legs are sort of the same. And he's shorter than your average Marvel Legends figure. But his build is very scrawny, which is correct for the character. The web detail, again, there's nothing to it. It's just in the sculpt. Which is a shame. I wish there'd be like some really slight paint detail in the webs to make them pop, but whatever, fine. The head. I noticed this in the packaging. This masked head has got some paint issues. If you look very closely, his lenses. You see the black paint at the top left corner isn't quite on the lens properly. And here it's on the bottom layer of the lens. So that's a little bit annoying. It seems to be a recurring thing now for a lot of these, is there being paint bleed. So he comes with two sets of hands. One is the web one, that's the bonus accessory, a web hand for each hand. And the figure comes with, already in, these clutching hands. Nice little bit of detail on there with the fingers and the web detail on the fingers. These come in handy because he also comes with, first one of the movie ones that I've seen with this, a web accessory. Haven't had these in years myself. What's kind of nice about this one is it's a little bit translucent. You can see through it. So it's got more of a clear kind of vibe. And this hand is perfect for gripping a web if you want to have him swinging on your shelf, on your display somehow. It's also perfect for, just if you got him like holding a web, slinging it around. You can be holding the middle of the strand. The end's got this little curly bit there. That's kind of nice. And then, of course, you have the spare head, the Peter Parker head, which is a pretty decent likeness to Tom Holland. It's not too dissimilar to the one that you get in the Iron Spider, Iron Man, Infinity War 2-pack. I think the hair's a little scruffier on this one, possibly, a little more akin to how it looks in Far From Home, and presumably No Way Home. But yeah, not too shabby. What does he look like in action? Hard to pose, hard to pose. Yeah, it's not the easiest figure to pose, this one, bizarrely. But yeah, Spider-Man, Far From Home style upgraded suit, No Way Home, but not in credits for the toy edition. What do I think? I think it's pretty good. I think if you're looking for an MCU Spidey and you've not got an MCU Spidey figure, it's not a bad place to start, really. If you can get a hold of him, he's on Smith's Toys website here in the UK. In the States, he's available from most stores, if not a specific, specific supermarket brand. I dig him. I think he looks pretty good, and it will make a fine addition to my collection. When I inevitably have to get some more No Way Home specific Spider-Man figures into my display. What do you think? Will you be picking this guy up? Do you prefer the original upgraded suit release? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon for another toy review. Ooh, I'm little Tom Holland about it.